So you're thinking about going solar, right? You're probably picturing some panels on a roof, soaking up the sun. And yeah, that's part of it. But today's technology, it has taken a massive leap forward. We're talking about systems that are smarter, tougher, and way more than just a power source. Let's dive into what that really means for you. For the longest time, this was pretty much true, wasn't it? You'd make power when the sun was out, and that was about it. But honestly, that's the old way of thinking. The reality now is so much more interesting. The reality today is, well, it's just so much smarter. We're in the age of something the industry is calling renewable intelligence. And this isn't just about making power anymore. It's about completely mastering it. So what on earth is renewable intelligence? Well, think of it like this. It's where the hardware, the panels and batteries, gets fused with smart data systems. This combo lets you optimize every single watt you generate, store, and use. And that's the key word right there, optimize. This slide really shows the huge shift we're talking about. We're moving away from the old model, a big, faraway power plant where you just passively use whatever they send you. The new model? It's distributed. Your home becomes its own power station, and you go from being just a passive consumer to an active manager of your own energy. That's a game changer. So how do you actually build your own personal power plant? Well, it all starts with 3 core components. Let's break them down. A modern, really resilient solar system comes down to this core trio. You've got the solar panels that capture the energy, a hybrid inverter that acts as the director, and a battery that stores it all. You get these 3 things right, and you are building on an incredibly powerful foundation. First up, the panels. You really want to look for monocrystalline panels. They have the highest efficiency, which is a big deal if your roof space is limited. Half-cut cell technology is another must-have. It basically means a little bit of shade won't completely kill your power output. And hey, if you live near the coast, those corrosion-resistant frames are absolutely non-negotiable. These things are built to last over 25 years, so these details really, really matter. Okay, next up is the part that makes all this intelligence possible, the hybrid inverter. Seriously, if the panels are the heart of the system, the inverter is the brain. So what does this brain actually do all day? Well, a normal inverter just converts DC power from your panels to the AC power your house uses. Simple enough. But a hybrid inverter, it does so much more. It's intelligently managing when to charge your battery, when to pull power from it, and, this is the big one, it can switch to backup power instantly during an outage. This is what lets you use your own solar power even in the middle of the night. And that brings us to the battery, which is basically your personal energy bank. The gold standard today is lithium iron phosphate, or LiFePO4. It's way safer and more stable than other types of lithium batteries. It gives you a massive lifespan. We're talking over 6,000 charge cycles. To put that in perspective, that's more than 15 years of daily use. This is what holds on to your extra solar energy, so you have power on demand, day or night, rain or shine. Okay, so you've got the core trio, fantastic. But how do you protect that investment? A smart system has to be a safe system. So now we've got to talk about the hidden essentials that protect it from a very real and very powerful threat. In many parts of the world, especially in the tropics, thunderstorms aren't just some rare event. They're a regular part of life. And a lightning strike, even one that hits nearby, can send a destructive power surge right through your entire system. This kind of protection, it's not a luxury, it's an absolute necessity. Let's just break down the money here, because this slide says it all. The cost of proper surge protective devices, or SPDs, is about $350. But the cost to replace just one inverter that gets fried by a power surge, a whopping $4,500. And that's not even counting the headache of being without power while you wait for repairs. The math is simple, right? Prevention is literally more than 10 times cheaper than replacement. So what are these unseen protectors we're talking about? We mean SPDs for both the AC and DC sides of your system. Then there's proper grounding. That number, less than 5 ohms resistance, all that means is it gives a power surge a really quick, safe path to the earth instead of into your expensive equipment. You add in wind-rated mounting to make sure your panels don't go flying in a storm, plus all the right disconnect switches for safety. And this is what separates a professional, long-lasting installation from a really risky one. All right, now you know what goes into a high-quality system, but how do you make sure that's what you actually get? Let's go through our Smart Buyer's checklist so you can feel confident in your choice. Step 1, and this is a big one, never, ever accept a generic package. A professional installer must start with a proper load assessment. That means they need to look at your actual electricity bills to see how you really use power. The system has to be designed for your home, not some one-size-fits-all guess. Step 2. Vet your installer. Seriously, do your homework. Are they a licensed electrician? Is the company officially registered? Ask for references. Ask to see photos of their other projects. A legit business will have a physical location and will always give you a detailed written contract. Don't fall for a cash-only deal from someone who doesn't have a real track record. And step 3 is where you use your new knowledge. When you get a quote, look it over carefully. Check for those critical safety features we've been talking about. If you don't see things like surge protection, proper grounding, and the right breakers listed right there in the proposal, that's a major red flag. Remember, CST should never be an optional add-on. You know, this quote from the Solar Power Installers Association just hits the nail on the head. Make your decision based on quality, safety, and professional standards, not just price. A cheap system that fails in a few years, or even worse, creates a safety hazard, well, that's no bargain at all. So the real takeaway here is this. Going solar in this day and age isn't just about trying to lower your electricity bill. It's about investing in a truly intelligent, resilient, and complete energy system that gives you control, security, and real independence. It's a really powerful step to take. Now that you know the difference between just a simple setup and a truly smart system, the question isn't just if you should go solar, but how you'll choose to take control of your energy future. Thanks for joining us for this explainer.